Alright, hello everyone and welcome to my GitHub tutorial. So, pretty much here I'll be showing how to download the repository from GitHub, how to make a pull request, and how to basically work on all that stuff. So, step one, make a GitHub account. Head over to github.com and make your account and sign in. Currently I'm on the UBC game development account, but usually I do work from another account as well. So, step two is download Github Desktop. So, if you hop over or search it up, go to the download, you'll find it quite easily for Windows or for Mac. And once you download it, it'll open up a program that looks something like this. So, after you download it, it might look a little bit different. It'll ask you what to do first, all that stuff. But the first thing that you want to do is find our repository. So, the way that I'll kind of do that is I'll head up here, and you want to clone the repository. So however you do it, you just want to make sure that you clone it. So when you're cloning it, there's a bunch of different ways to do that. The best way is make sure that on GitHub Desktop you're signed into your GitHub account. Forget about GitHub Enterprise for now. Just make sure you're signed in on that account. So I'm going to quickly sign in. Let me make sure this is the right account. Yep, I'm going to authorize this. Open, and boom. Hopefully it should be working. So here I have an error for one of my other repositories, but we'll forget about that and go back to clone. Oops. So basically, just to give you, for those of you who don't know very much about GitHub, we got all of our code for the project stored up there in the cloud. We are going to get it, pull it down, and when we want to make a change, we'll push it back up. That's kind of how it goes. So let's say you want to find our repository. Well, I'd go from clone to github.com and search up the Learning Team game. Now, it seems like it probably won't be found. So in that case, let's see here. Oh yeah, that's because we're only looking at repositories for us. So instead, you're going to want to head over to the repository for our Learning Team game. So if I search it up here on GitHub Online, you'll find this. It's by Gormalt. That's my regular one, so that's just my name. Learning Team Game. You'll also be able to find this. This link to this repository will be put in the Discord, so don't worry about that. It'll be right below this message probably. So moving on, down here you can find this link right here. It says open with GitHub Desktop, download zip. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to copy this link, so just by clicking right here. Head over to GitHub Desktop, go to URL, pop the link in there, and then down here the local path is where on your computer you want all these files to be stored. So I'm actually going to just create a new thing. I'm going to go here to dev, I just my game projects, and I'm going to make a Learning Team game repository right here. Boom. And then hit clone. So it's going to take a minute. We got a lot of files there. Well, or maybe it'll be quite quick actually. Yeah. So then what to do next? Next, you want to fork this repository. Okay, so next you'll notice now that you've downloaded it, you're actually going to find it here in, if you hit Show in Explorer, it'll be right where you put it, all of our game Unity files. And here they are. You can open up the files in Unity right here, and you'll actually see the whole project there and everything. So as you kind of go on, let's say you add something. So I'm going to add a new text document. I'll just add like test or whatever. Then you'll notice here on GitHub Desktop, it'll mention this change. So look, I added test, right? But you'll notice it doesn't let you just straight up upload, so because then everything would kind of get broken. So instead what you want to do is click right here to create a fork. So a fork will be like your own kind of version of the project that you can change whatever you want on, and it won't mess up with everyone else's stuff. So we're going to create a fork right here, fork this repository. And you want to contribute to the parent project definitely, because that way you'll be able to send stuff back to me for all this. So then you'll hit continue, and you'll have the project right here. So now you'll notice you can, so here's my change. This is all the, so it's an empty file, but we added the file. It'll show all the changes you made right over here. So for example, if I type in testing stuff into the file, save it, then right here, testing stuff was added. So that's your change, is that you did this. First thing you have to do is down here, you have to commit it. So that means you kind of have to put a comment on it, say what the change was, what it did. So I'm going to say added test, right? Just like that. And you can put a description if you want. It's usually good if you did something important to put a description. So just a little testing file, right? And I'm going to hit commit. So once you hit that, you'll notice up here in the top right, it'll say push origin. This will kind of put it on your cloud for now. So you can do this. So before you push, you can add in a bunch more commits. So another one where you add in more text, and then more text, and then now you'll notice this too. So once you push that, it'll be on your cloud. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is come here to our GitHub website, and of course this link will be in the Discord. You might want to bookmark it. But from here, you're going to want to click on pull requests, and you'll find yourself right here. Click on new pull request, and you'll notice right here is kind of where you'll make it. So click compare across forks, because that'll let you see basically all the stuff like that. Then for the base repository, so this is where the code's going to go. You're going to want to check the Gormalt learning team. And then first click that. Then from here, you're going to want to go to UBC game development. So this is yours right now. This one is the current account I'm on. But like for example, if you had made it like a test account, you can do that. And you'll notice that across these forks there are some changes, right? So you can see added testing stuff, blah blah blah, all the commits. You're going to want to click on create pull request, and here you can leave an extra little comment for all your things. So you can say something like finish the base code for player, with extra comments, stuff like that, and then click create pull request. So from there, the instructors and me will be able to look at all your code, kind of figure out what is going on, make sure everything's great, and then actually move it into our code base. So then later I would log in from here, from kind of my my end of things, and I'll find your pull request, and I'll be able to accept it. So yes, merge pull request, and once I hit confirm merge, it'll put it in our project. So that's generally how you'll use the GitHub in order to make pull requests and put stuff on our GitHub. So now let's say that you finish your merge and all that, but you notice that here on the GitHub there are people who kind of added some extra stuff that you don't seem to have on your end. Well, the way to get those here into your fork would be to come down here to main. You see this upstream /main? What you're going to want to do is click choose a branch to merge into main. So yours is main, ours is upstream main. So choose a branch, merge this upstream, and create a merge commit. This will kind of make a new commit on your end, and as you push it. Now you'll notice, if you go here to your file explorer, it'll have those changes that the guy made. So in this case, the change I made was I added in this little bit about getting started. If you have any questions about this stuff in general, don't be afraid to reach out. You can use this video as a reference to kind of, if you forget anything, not too sure what's going on. And yeah, you can also make your own extra branches and stuff like that if you want to kind of do work separately and all that. Just there's tons of tutorials and stuff like that for how GitHub works online. You can always check those out as well. Thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you later.